Artificial intelligence, AI, or for the normies and moi, ChatGPT. AI has taken over the world. Some say it's the dot-com bubble all over again. Others, well, others are odd. Yet I struggled deeply to know what it meant to me on a deeper level. Superficially, it's my therapist, of course, but I'm talking deeply. So I asked myself, what did AI teach me? And well, it was a hell of an answer. Yet, to fathom such answer, we must first talk about directors. They are well renowned and respected, unlike some fame and clout-chasing YouTube dudes that I know of but won't talk about. Anyway, directors come in many kinds, you see. They're game directors, movie directors, sports directors, and many, many more that I'm not listing due to my totally normal lazy vibe. But why such respect and admiration? And better yet, should we respect them and give them the wide eyes consensually? Well, for these questions to be answered, we must look at one Todd Howard. You see, Todd was one of the most loved figures in all of gaming. His touches and fingerprints are practically everywhere. Skyrim, Fallout 3, Oblivion, and Fallout 4. Games that created core memories and memes in the pantheon of all gaming. But simply put, what does he do on these games? Well, he must be some great dev or some genius concept artist or something, right? Right, Todd? Todd graduated college as a business major, having practically no experience in computer science in general or game development at all. What I didn't know was that being a game director doesn't necessarily mean knowing how to code. It simply means directing said devs into the idea that the director thinks it's best for the game. They merely sit around and tell others what to do. Which brings us to the answer to the first question. Why so high and great? Well, it's the simplest thing in all of capitalism. PR. Much like publishers taking the front and the center of any game that they publish and not made, i.e. funded it, game directors shine through interviews, media appearances, and generally being representatives of the game, far more than the actual people who made it. When was the last time you heard from a dev? Todd, on the other hand, he's a media darling and essentially de facto maker of the game he directs. Perception is reality, folks. Anyway, but should we though? Should we hold near and dear the ones who not maketh the matters we enjoy? Well, to answer that, we must dive into another question. Are they necessary? Do we really need an executive producer to produce Saints Row the reboot? Well, kinda, to be honest. Ask any designer or artist whether it's difficult to use a software or have a direction. Learning a new software can be challenging for sure, but with time it becomes a matter of muscle memory. Yet what remains a struggle is to what end should one use them? Why create a PNG image of Patrick from SpongeBob or blur Mr. Krabs' butt? And many, many more ends. Get it? Ends. Hilarious. Mood boards then become crucial to every designer merely to get inspired and to reach a specific image in mind of what they want to make. It'd be far easier if a designer was just told to change the color of some background. And that's what directors do. Again, it's in the name. Directors direct people. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell you're blabbering about? Where's the AI? Well, first of all, I'm a yapper. Second of all, rude. Third of all, I'm gonna get to it now actually. The world by a storm. In one swoop, you could now do the impossible and look smart in front of your car mechanic. When AI first hit, people went mad. Most talked about the economic implications of this new tech and what would it mean to everyday working man, woman, and child. While that is important indeed, I mean, eggs do be expensive and I do be doing stand-up in a strip club to waste some time because the girls were late for work. But I digress. I simply couldn't avoid the reality that now the possession of knowledge is almost rendered obsolete. I remember stuff when you can ask your buddy who'd answer you in the only right way. Skibbity-rizzing, of course. The already dying industry of craftsmanship and specially trained individuals took a major hit to the value of their existence. I kept asking myself through all of this chaos of notions, what is a man? Aren't we the collection of knowledge and experience? Aren't we doctors, engineers, lawyers, and your cousin who peaked in high school? Aren't these matters that take years to perfect what we label, assign personality and meaning to us and others through? Now what? When a literal machine can be far more accurate, efficient, and cost-effective than a mere human, what remains of us? Well, that is what AI has taught. You are not what you know, rather why you know. Much like game directors, we may know very little on the how of things. What we have is an idea, vision, belief, and the such. We might not know exactly how a book is written, yet we choose to read. We might not know exactly how LeBron is 6'9", yet we choose to glaze. Because at our very core, we are directors. A developer isn't a programmer or a coder at his or her core. They're people with a vision of gaming. It shouldn't matter who exactly did what matters is why. Where are we heading and to what reason? As we are not made by our hows, rather we are the whys. To see this manner of existence more clearly, just look at children. Their tiny heads don't quite understand the world, yet that doesn't stop them from visualizing and dreaming constantly. They ironically seem to have more direction in their lives than us adults. Solely because we focused far too much on the paths, hows, and minor details, forgetting the whys, destinations, and above all, reasons. We instead should be far more attentive to the reason as to why we do things, and that's how AI could indeed help us. You need not to know, but you need to want to know, as a want always harbors a reason.